Yeah. We in the meth lab, episode 14. First off, I want to say RIP to Zev Love X from KMD, MF Doom. And we gonna get into that. We about to get into it right now. Okay. It's a lot of questions. Surrounding this brother's death. A lot of questions surrounding this brother's death. All right. Let me start with this. First off, they say he died October 31st, which is 2 months ago from today, right? He died 2 months ago. And they say his wife is the actual person who made the information public that he died on December 31st. Now, I got a few questions regarding that. Why would she wait 2 months to tell the public that he's dead? You know what I mean? Why would she wait 2 months to tell the public that he's dead, right? But there's another question that's floating around. How did he die? As of right now, there's no information in the media, right, of how MF Doom died. So this is all becoming into like it's turning into a movie, right? First of all, this brother died 2 months ago. Second of all, we don't know how he died. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if like the wife, I don't know her, I don't know nothing about her, but I don't know if she's kind of like working on the strength of maybe she could figure out who to give the story to. Maybe she wanted to get paid off of whatever media outlet she wanted to give the story to. Maybe that's what she was trying to do, and she waited to see, or maybe I could be 100% wrong. Maybe she wanted to grieve first. She wanted to get through her grieving stage before she can give the actual information out on this brother's, on her husband's death. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know who MF Doom was, I can tell y'all a little bit about who he was. He'd been in the rap game since the 80s. He went under the name Zev Love X from the rap group KMD. All right. If you under, I say, let's say, if you under, I say about maybe 37, 38, 37, maybe. I don't expect you to really know who he was, because it's not your time. It wasn't in your time period or your time frame, to know who he was. You didn't know about you probably didn't know about old school rap because you was too young to be up on that type of wave of the old school rap. But this dude definitely was a figure. He definitely was a figure in rap. And what happened was his brother DJ Sub Rock had died, later on in life. His brother DJ Sub Rock had passed. And when his brother DJ Sub Rock passed, what he did is he went underground. He didn't he got quiet. He didn't he wasn't in the public, he wasn't in the limelight no more. He wasn't in the public no more. He kind of went underground. You know what I mean? But then at this time when he went underground, right? I guess he came up with a little strategy where, like, because he said on an interview that he doesn't care. He's not too much worried about people worrying about how he look. You know what I mean? So when he did finally come back, he came back with that mask. He came back. That mask was ill. Come on, y'all can't even front. Him wearing the Doom mask, that was ill. You know what I mean? So he came back with the mask, right? And if you knew real hip hop, you knew who this dude was from his rhyme style. You know what I mean? His voice, his rhyme style, even though of course his voice matured because he was much younger in the 80s when he was doing this thing with KMD. But as when he came back, he came back with the mask, it was all ill how he did it. You know what I mean? But MF Doom was definitely on some other shit. But as me being a hip hop fan and a hip hop fan from back then, I'm a hip hop fan from the 80s. I go way back. As y'all see my hat, it says greetings from the Bronx. I'm from all that. I'm from the graffitis on the train and all that. I'm old enough to have been on the trains with the graffiti. I seen it all. I seen the whole BX turn from what it was back then. When y'all go to YouTube and y'all click into them old videos where you see the trains all messed up, you see the burnt down buildings. I'm from all that. I used to have to walk through all that to get to school. You know what I mean? So I'm from that era. And I was definitely listening to hip hop back then. I seen it, in real life in front of my eyes. I done seen people breakdancing. I seen the big stupid rope chains and all that. You know what I mean? The big radios that take the D batteries. I seen all that in real life. That's not a video for me. That's not something I need to Google or look up on YouTube. That's something I seen in real life. You know what I mean? And I was definitely a fan of KMD. I used to watch all of their videos on Video Music Box, and then I used to watch Pump It Up also with D Bonds. D Bonds is the chick that Dr. Dre smacked upside her head. Yo, that's no man is supposed to be hitting no woman, but I'm just trying to tell y'all, what I mean, to make it clear to y'all who people is, because I know a lot of y'all is young and y'all don't know. Y'all wasn't there for for these type of waves and all of that. So yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a little while. We're gonna figure out. We're gonna find out what happened to MF Doom. We're gonna find out what happened to MF Doom. We need to find out why he died, and we need to find out why his death was reported 2 months later. You know what I mean? This is episode 14. Rest in peace to MF Doom. This is Big Twin signing off. You already know.